specifically to the Ramble here in the afternoon episode. Unable to do a evening episode for the Packer game tonight and other things going on. Been a busy day for me, but did want to get a Ramble episode in before the end of Thursday. So to get that on the docket, or off the docket and off the list of things to do, get it done and move on. But as we move on and as we talk about everything in WWE this week, I'd like to welcome my co-host, Becky. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Doing all right. How about you?
Doing all right. I know it's kind of weird. Not bad, just weird. At least to me, it's weird. I mean, I'm the one that hosts these shows. But would you say it's a little weird? We're doing a show here at afternoon?
Just a little bit, seeing as it just hit noon here and it's a bit warm. So, but let's do what we got to do.
You want to talk about warm? I love cool weather, and it's nice and cool here in Wisconsin. I think. Let me see here. 65 degrees. So
don't brag; it doesn't become you.
Hold on a moment.
I wonder who that could. So as far as content goes, I think we're going to be doing Raw and then Smackdown, talking about Sasha Banks, the whole thing with Roman Reigns and how they're screwing up that storyline. Bayley's subtle change to heel, and we'll give our opinions about it. And if you guys are watching or are in the chat, please hit us with your comments and your opinions. We love having fan feedback and interaction.
That's for sure. Thank you for picking that up. And yes, things do happen. And package I was waiting for has arrived. I got my phone. So,
Yay!
I get to be back in the technology world in that regard. But anyways, back to wrestling and Raw and SmackDown. A lot of things going on. King of the Ring tournament. Things got wacky and weird on SmackDown Live side of things in regards to everybody's bracket being blown up because of what happened over there. Not so much in regards to the Raw side. More interesting things on Raw happening has to do in regards to Sasha Banks and Bayley, for sure. In regards to 24/7 championship. In regards to other things. So in regards to Raw, we'll just tackle both shows in total. What are your thoughts, or your highs or lows on Monday Night Raw this week?
Honestly, I think Raw was kind of meh. I thought Corbin's match was really good. I thought the whole thing with Samoa Joe and Ricochet was absolute garbage. Especially the, yeah, I see you smiling there. The whole thing with, you're going to have a triple threat match next week. Honestly, stop with the triple threat stuff. Wrestling is supposed to be a one-on-one sport. You throw other people in, it ruins the party. But like Steven likes to say, I honestly think they're going to be going to a King Corbin. I think that's going to be really good as far as a heel run. I think it's going to be annoying as hell, but that's just me. As far as Sasha Banks, honestly, it's a wait and see kind of thing. I mean, I like this vicious streak that she's got, but she did a much better promo as far as this week to last week, but it's still a bit of a process for her because she's been away for so long.
Yeah, I mean, and then again, I am the guy that has been saying, will continue to say, because I do enjoy multi-superstar matches. So I'm not too bummed in regards to triple threats. I like those type of matches. Triple threats, fatal four-way, six-pack challenges, stuff like that. I do actually enjoy. Obviously, a lot more than others. But so I'm not too bummed about that, though, because I think I see where it's going for Raw in regard to Corbin. Whether he actually does win the whole thing, who knows? But how things happen on SmackDown Live in regards to the King of the Ring tournament, maybe thinking differently, but still, with regards to Monday Night Raw and Corbin and his match, and seeing the reception from fans on Twitter and other social media platforms in regards to the match itself, and giving a little more praise to Corbin as he deserves in regards to as a wrestler. and worthy for sure. But in regards to Sasha Banks and Bayley and all of that, I'm looking forward to seeing where that could go. I know you and others and people have been talking about maybe we have a tag team match at Hell in a Cell, both titles on the line, sort of thing. Excuse me, where you have Sasha Banks and Bayley facing off against Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair um, for that next month. But as for Clash of Champions and the one-on-one matches there for the women's titles, Raw and SmackDown, um, if they're going to go in the route that you and others are thinking in regards to Hell in a Cell, then probably at Clash there's not going to be, or probably not, any title changes in regards to the women's division. If they're going to plan to go where people are thinking they're going to go for Hell in the Cell pay-per-view event. Overall, I do think Raw did pretty well and highly entertaining. It's very interesting. I certainly would grade it a B grade for the show itself. But would say what kind of grade or grading curve would you give Monday Night Raw for this week?
I'd give it a C.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it was a all right show with some interesting decisions. Yeah, well. Now, SmackDown, which usually is always on fire, usually does better than Raw. Not all the time, but most. It's been doing very well. And here this week, certainly not too much of change in that regard. SmackDown with the King of the Ring tournament matches. And you have Andrade and Ali both lose. So on the SmackDown Live side of things, we're going to have Chad Gable against Elias. So there's that. And with that happening, and with that going to be the finals heading into next week on SmackDown, maybe we could have what could be Chad Gable and Baron Corbin. Everything that's been brought up about Chad in the past couple of weeks, short jokes, and maybe that being brought up so much that maybe that could be a sign of WWE wanting to actually do something with him. But in regards to SmackDown Live overall, what were your good and bad moments or positivity stuff in regards to what you thought of SmackDown Live?
Honestly, what they're doing with Chad Gable, they've done it all before. They've done it with other people, and it just hasn't worked. So why are they rehashing this old gimmick?
Well, in regards to Chad Gable, I think rehashing it makes sense for him. It's one of those, if you rehash a gimmick, which happens a lot anyways, as long as it makes sense for the story and the superstar they're using it for, then it shouldn't, or I don't believe should be shit on as much as if it was in a different situation, a different superstar, different storyline. But I think here for Chad Gable and his situation as a character and the storyline moving forward, continuing in the King of the Ring tournament, however long he does still last moving forward.
Right.
I think it can work. I think it can be fine. I think it's good for him. I just enjoy, and I think Chad's owed it. Just like someone else was talking about Shelton Benjamin being overlooked or underrated and whatever. I think Chad Gable is the same dang thing. I think they should be doing something with them.
Here's my thing: if you gave me the pencil and I was able to book stuff, I wouldn't book Gable as like this, short guy, David versus Goliath, the whole thing. I would book him as what he is. He's a legitimate shooter. He's an Olympian, for God's sake. Make him like a Kurt Angle 2.0.
That's what I was gonna suggest. We're talking about rehashing gimmicks, rehashing things, kind of blending it in with like a Kurt Angle gimmick, but also keeping it to Chad Gable specifically, sort of thing. Yeah. But blending it and making it his own because they have that connection.
Exactly.
In amateur wrestling and being very good at it. So, anyways, yeah, I think that certainly is going to be not just interesting, but I think highly entertaining to see where they go with Chad. If they actually are going to do something with him, it's not just for this tournament reasons to do something with him and giving him his platform. What were your thoughts in regards to seems like we finally got to the end of this Roman Reigns drama and how that all ended with the end of SmackDown Live? What were your thoughts on how that was booked and played out?
I have a feeling that so many people across America were just going, You couldn't have done this last week. I mean, you had to go through all of the BS with the guy in the hood and the look-alike and the blah blah blah. You couldn't have just said it was Rowan last week. And it's not like anybody could see Daniel Bryan being the mastermind of this whole thing from a mile away. You know, it was like McMahon being the higher power. It's me, Austin, it's me. Yeah, nobody could see that from a mile away either. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good that they're giving Rowan something. It's just, why give him this?
It was actually interesting in its own right, surprising in regards to seeing him talking on the mic and hearing his voice actually, and Jerry cut a promo and stuff like that, giving him that kind of platform and whatever they're going to do moving forward, and they're going to have the match at Clash of Champions.
Honestly, that's the best thing to come out of this storyline, that Rowan is actually going to be able to come into his own and not be this silent heavy anymore.
Right.
That he's actually voice and have his own character.
That's what I mean. Yeah, be a character. Be actually what he's supposed to be in that regard. Yeah. And even what he said in his promo, or what he was shouting at either Reigns or Bryan about, not being a lackey to anyone, not just to Daniel Bryan, but kind of to the Wyatt family, to all that other stuff. Like, never again. I'm going to be on my own. I do things my own way, going his own way. So I like that, and I look forward to seeing where that progresses. In regards to the 24/7 title from Raw, SmackDown, and in general, 24/7 rule, Drake Maverick getting the title. Well, first, I think it was Bo Dallas that got the title. Then Drake. Then R-Truth again. So we go back to Maverick and R-Truth thing. R-Truth being what is it now? What do they say? Like 14-time champion now. So
yeah, sounds about right.
So him already getting up to Ric Flair territory, but with the 24/7 title, and it's very short existence. But everybody talk about if Charlotte won the women's title that quickly to get to 14, yeah, different kind of reaction because of different kind of situation. But still, with the 24/7 title, I think that's the most entertaining championship of the whole out of all of them, and I think the best champion. Really, out of all of them right now, actually would be Universal Champion Seth Rollins. But most entertaining is R-Truth / Drake Maverick, whoever has the title at the time, with the 24/7 championship. But moving forward, I guess in regards to King of the Ring, kind of like a final thing to talk about as we talk about Raw and SmackDown. What are your thoughts? Where you see things going? How do you see the Raw final going? SmackDown final for next week? How do you think it'll go, or how would you book it? Either way, you can share all the ways you think.
I see Corbett going over because that's exactly what the fans do not want. And as far as on the SmackDown side, I would love to see Gable go all the way and it be kind of a David and Goliath kind of thing. But the only thing is, I think with Corbin crushing the little guy, it would make him more like a bully, and it would just produce more heat for a King Corbin reign kind of thing. That's how I would book it.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. I think it would certainly be, even as a Baron Corbin fan, I wouldn't care which way it goes to who they book to win if it is Baron versus Chad. Because as I already spoke of how highly I think of Chad Gable, and how much, I'm a fan of Baron Corbin in general. If those two were the finals, just as much if it was going to be, as I predicted from the start, or hoped from the start, really, Baron Corbin and Andrade Cien Almas, Andrade, I wouldn't care who won out of that match either. And those two I'm actual fans of. But being a fan of Baron Corbin, enjoying Chad Gable, I am seeing that WWE wants to actually put the machine behind him a little bit, give him something. Is a positive sign for me to see too. So if that is the actual final, because we don't need Elias in there. And in regards to Samoa Joe and Ricochet, they got canceled. Huh?
Elias is already doing enough stuff with Shane.
Yeah. And Samoa Joe and Ricochet kind of cancel each other out like they might be their own feud moving forward. Great. So have Baron Corbin Chad Gable in the finals, and whoever wins that Clash of Champions wins. I think those two are going to be the only two matches, obviously, as they should be the only two matches that aren't title matches at Clash of Champions where all titles are defended. Where
Right.
you have that one and then Eric versus Rowan versus Roman. So those two heading forward. But I was just going to quickly throw to you any other, because I don't think there was, I was trying to look it up here before I went live, any other even little news or notes. I didn't see anything. I don't know if you came across anything in regards to the wrestling world. Nothing much.
The only thing that I saw is that Bret Hart tweeted out that he's helping out with a fundraiser for the Terry Fox Fund. Honestly, that's a really good cause. Terry Fox is considered a national hero in Canada. Now, if you guys want to check it out, it's there on Bret Hart's Twitter.
There you go. Yeah, I saw that as well. Also, I saw that, what's her name? Candy Carzero, or whatever her name was, from NXT. She left. Casey
got
Casey, the girlfriend of Ricochet. She was part of that YouTube, their YouTube channel, or the PC's YouTube channel. Her Performance Center YouTube channel. She was doing reactions to his matches, or some of his matches in the past and stuff like that. So that's kind of sucks. And I actually kind of learned through that WWE has no fire rule currently. So she left on her own accord.
Well, yeah, because of the back injury.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate. I was looking forward to seeing good things from her, because she certainly interested me in regards to her work in the Performance Center in NXT. I think she, she's able to come back, take time off, come back to the company, because again, she left, she wasn't fired, so good terms. So hopefully, whenever she's able again, have her back on the show and keep things moving from where it was before. Again, with everything happening for a reason, good or bad, it is what it is, right? So
I can look it up and figure out how severe her injury is, and that way I can get back to you guys next week.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it certainly was surprising, because I knew she was injured. I didn't know how severe it actually was. So it must be serious if she wouldn't have made the decision. She would have just trained and got back.
Right, exactly.
But either way, that probably should do it for us. I got some things I still have to do here before doing some work things and other things and Packer things and things. But before we go, we'll let you promote your stuff. Go promote your stuff, social media and otherwise that you wish to.
I am on Twitter at PokerLady718. I'm on Instagram at ROTCBrat718. I'm also a Twitch moderator for the former Lucha Underground champion, Marty the Moth Casals. Stop by, say hi. And that's all I got. So take it away, Steve.
And as always, you can follow The Ramble at TheRamble_WWE. You can find the Facebook fan page. You just search Steve's Wrestling Ramble, and you'll find it there, just like Talking Packers with Steve. And like the page, and like I said, I'm trying to be more active on those pages. Also, you can find me on Snapchat at StevieK_06 and Instagram at StephenK_06. So I'm pretty much everywhere, fingerprints everywhere. But I hope everybody has a great day, evening. Enjoy football if you are a football fan tonight with the Packers Bears kicking off the 100th season, the NFL Football League season, and enjoy the weekend as well with the other slate of football games or whatever else you have in your life. Like I know I'll be busy on Saturday night. I'll be at a wedding, so I'll be attending a wedding. So whatever else you have in your life beyond just watching the football on Saturday and Sunday, I hope you have a great, safe, and fun weekend where you are. For those that are in the eye of the hurricane, eye of the other tropical storm that's coming as well. Stay safe, be smart. But I'm sure you people know what to do. You're not rookies to it. So my thoughts and prayers to all of you as well. Be smart, stay safe. And
Definitely.
exactly. And above all else, as always, take care.